My name is Åsmund Grostad. I'm from Norway in Contracting Works, where I'm the CTO. The way we've done it with Corzent so far is that we have been kind of cautiously approaching working together. So we started out with Corzent really having more self-contained tasks that we could deliver and kind of manage separately. We had some things that we needed to get done. Of course, we integrate and we talk and everything, but we wanted to see what happens if Corzent have more of self-sufficiency on some of the tasks. And then we have progressed from there to getting to know each other better. So now we are getting tasks and much more. We are moving into having Corzent employees working within the teams that we have from before, as well as having separate teams. So we kind of started out with some separate tasks and then moved on to merging this a little bit more together. We have different time zones, we have different people, but this is also how we want to do every team-based thing. We don't want the teams to be too intermingled and block each other. We want every team to be able to progress at their maximum velocity. So there are many reasons why we have done it that way. The impact has been initially that we were able to do tasks that we couldn't do otherwise because we didn't have the capacity. So Corzent has been able to provide that capacity and also to scale up very well compared to what we were able to do back in Norway. Getting the right people is really hard. I've done quite a bit of hiring and it's not easy to get the right people. And Corzent seems to be quite dedicated to finding good people to work with. And that's been a strength in this relationship, I would say. The biggest impact for me comes from the fact that people I'm working with in Corzent are really trying to go into and understand what we have done from before. So rather than coming in and saying, okay, we need to do everything in a different way, Corzent is trying to build up on what we have done from before technically and understand and expand on that. And we have good discussions on architecture and how things work. So that's a primary starting point, I would say. The core skills that Corzent brings in, it's more about the mindset than the skill set. So it doesn't seem like a hindrance technically on anything we have done so far. When it comes to how we are working in Norway, we are constantly undermanned. Maybe it's global. At least in our company, we have too few people. And what the kind of complete package of teams, self-managing teams that Corzent tries to achieve, it means that we don't have to be too detailed in the specifications of whatever we are trying to achieve and do. Corzent is capable of taking overarching questions, coming up with some suggestions, and then working with us and with the management and product team to try to figure out what is actually needed and can work iteratively on it. So another thing that comes into mind, the way our teams approach management, because we are generally flat structured. And a problem when working with people in different cultures is that you might not be able to use the strengths of it, because you might get a level of respect for people on higher positions that prevents communication, because the people that are hired don't want to give good feedback. We don't experience this problem with Corzent because we are actually able to talk and we don't have this barrier between us, we feel. So having all the competency groups within the team and the team itself not being too servile, so to speak, helps a lot with that. And culture-wise, it's surprisingly little problem, I would say, because I've worked with various teams in other countries before, and quite often it's been a culture issue, where it's not because of bad will of any sort, it's because the culture dictates different behavior patterns, and it makes it difficult to be as direct and as flat in organization as we prefer in Norway, at least in Contracting Works. And that has not been an issue. It's been possible to have good conversations between all the kind of different positions and layers of responsibility. We would encourage other companies to also do work with Corzent. For us, it's an advantage because we get a company that has more than one leg to stand on as a partner. So we don't mind sharing a little bit of the joy. It's my best abroad cooperation so far, I would say.